Hey, this is Al from Transformational Gaming. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you coming to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you about Death Stranding 2. But before we get into all of that, I'd like to ask you guys to please comment and like and subscribe to the channel. We have been growing so much and we are so close to 900 subscribers. We need to get the watch time hours up, but outside of that, the channel is just doing great, and I just hope that we can keep up with the trend of improving on things on the channel and improving the subscribers as well. As you can hear, I'm not feeling that well, but I'm feeling well enough to do this video because this video was really meant to be done a lot earlier, but I just wasn't able to get around to it. So I'm hoping to get this up really soon. But I want to talk to you guys about what's really going on in the industry, because you hear these channels and they talking about other things like RTX and the new Radeon stuff that's out, but they're not talking about the real deal that really matters. And what really matters, and I'm saying really on purpose, right? So what really matters is the games. The games is why we're here. We're not here because of some fancy hardware, okay? We're not here because of some nifty 1000 version of whatever API. Insert your API into here, okay? I can care less if it's Vulkan, DX 1000. Okay? Nobody cares about HBM. Nobody cares about any high bandwidth memory, right? Nobody cares about any of these like buzzwords or anything like T-flops, because at the end of the day, what matters are the games. And this is an example of such in Death Stranding 2. Now, I think kind of what happened was Phil Spencer seen that there was some negotiation between Sony and KOJIMA. So Phil Spencer probably stepped in and said, hey, look, we on his side. And then somebody like Shu was like, look, man, just open up the checkbook. Death Stranding didn't sell all that well, but guess what? It sold. We in the black. So let's go ahead and keep the train going with these games, and let's get Death Stranding on the PlayStation. And so the hype train continues for PlayStation. And I'm somewhat happy for Sony. It's kind of like an embarrassment of riches. I kind of hope that KOJIMA would do something with Microsoft, because Microsoft need those games. And I'm going to make a video talking about the Game Awards and stuff like that. But the reality of the matter, all this FTC stuff, all this legal jargon, you got to be able to bring these games out. And I think at the end of the day, if both sides, KOJIMA side and Sony side, they was like, look, man, you using our engine, you're not getting the most money, but you're getting an acceptable amount of money. Let's go ahead and do business. And KOJIMA was like, well, you know what? Things could be worse. I could be working with Phil Spencer. At least my game is going to come out. And that's what we have here. We have execution of a deal that has been striked, and this game is going to come out. Unlike Hellblade 2, which wasn't at the Game Awards this year. So you guys can't jump in my comments and get on me about me slamming it this year like I did last year. Okay? Because this year, the game wasn't even at the Game Awards. So you tell me, was I right that the game is not coming out? Yes, I was right. The game is not coming out this year. And I don't think the game will ever come out. I don't think Starfield would ever come out. I don't think Starfield is coming out this year. This is just another year that passed. They did pretty good in 2021. Microsoft released 2 major games, but there's been desolation like ever since. And I didn't get on here to talk about Microsoft because I'm going to do that in another video, but to me this is just an example of what I've been talking about all these years. All these years, this stuff is coming to fruition. This game should be on their console, honestly. Taking pictures with Phil Spencer and talking about handshake deals, and meanwhile, probably one of the hottest games that's going to come out, whatever year this comes out, right? Because we don't know when this is going to come out. But whenever this comes out, this will be the hottest game for that year. And low-key, I just believe that Horizon Forbidden West should have won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. But that's fine. I'm pretty sure Horizon Forbidden West will win some other awards. But Horizon Forbidden West is the best game that came out this year. You know, I think a lot of people forgot about Horizon and how good that game looks. And that game looks remarkably better than Elden Ring. So I might have to play Elden Ring, because for that to make Game of the Year and that game to look like it does, it doesn't look good at all. So for that game to look like it does and run like it does, and for that to beat Horizon Forbidden West, kudos to you guys. But let's get into this game. This game is what they call over the top. My impressions of this teaser trailer is this is an over the top creation, and I'm more so looking forward to this game than I was the original game. And it's not because I'm some type of fanboy or something, but the reality of the matter is that I think they was on to something with the first game. Now, a lot of people may say it was boring, and in some way it was some places it was boring, but I think that for the most part, this game was from front to back pretty good. It wasn't like Game of the Year, but I think they was on to something with the gameplay that they had. And, you know, I got a lot of views off this game, and I think if they really take a look at what worked in the last game and build upon that, I think that they can really like knock it out of the park with this game. Now, was I a fan of the story? No. Was I a fan of seeing Norman Reedus' naked ass? No, I was not. But the reality of the matter is that this game hit on some high notes, and I think that the game already looks better than the first one. And me seeing this trailer, the fact that they got the trailer looking so good. Now, this may be CGI, but I can believe that this is in-game because of how the first game looked and what they did with Decima for Horizon Forbidden West. And it looks like they capitalized on everything Horizon Forbidden West was lacking or whatnot, and they just stacked even more on top of it. So the game is already looking better than the first Death Stranding, and to be totally honest with you, I'm excited for it. The story already seems to be more intriguing. Throwing in a chase scene in any game, to me, you're gonna hit on some high notes, because chase scenes are the best thing you can like do. I mean, like the dog chasing the cat is always interesting. If you see that outside, you're gonna look at it. So I just think them having that in this trailer, having cool mech type of spaceship, I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but I hope you get to drive it and ride it or whatnot within the game at some point and control it. But I just think this game is one of those games that really probably need to be on Xbox as well as PlayStation. I hope they be able to work that out, because Xbox needs some games, man. But it looks like it's going to be exclusive to Sony, and that's good, because they're going to make sure this game come out. They're going to make sure this game come out, and there's not going to be any type of schism to keep this game from not coming out. So I don't know, what y'all think about Death Stranding 2? I think it's great that it's coming out. They don't have a release date. I'm probably saying we probably won't hear from this game for another 2 years. Then on, I want to say about 2025, probably on the last days of the PlayStation 5, they're going to have some trailers of this coming out, and it's going to come out probably at the end of this generation, because this game is going to take forever to finish up, and this game is going to be huge, so it's going to be epic. But yeah, if you was to ask me, hey, what was your first thought when you seen this game, the word would be over the top. So, and that's what I like about Japanese games. Japanese games seem to keep pushing that envelope of innovation and over the top. So I expect good things from this second game from KOJIMA of Death Stranding. So let me know what y'all think. This is Al from Transformational Gaming. May the truth set you free. Later.